This is Paul. Yeah. I just wanted to read some of my personal notes I had made before making those recorded calls when I was in jail for 27 days. Yes. Fear, terror, torture, no jurisdiction, obstruction of justice, complicit in depriving a citizen of civil rights, fear that my rights are not being restored, terror that the judicial system is punishing me and my family, torture that the judicial system tried to make it seem like I am insane. What they are committing is a crime. Now, a lot of people would say I have very bad handwriting. Yes. But when you go through those 80 phone calls, let's say you're a victim of rape. You email those in authority and you inform them that you did not consent to the sex, that somebody programmed you, had sex with you, possibly even conceived a child with you, and they don't take you serious. They don't believe you didn't consent to be raped. Then they decide that you're the problem. You're the crazy one because obviously you must have wanted to have sex with that person even though you were programmed and you couldn't refuse the sex that you were obligated to have. They decide that you committed a crime. It's just easier to put you in Western State Hospital because it could have been that a police officer raped you, a sheriff, a county commissioner, a judge. Now you spend day after day, maybe 10, 11 hours a day in the library emailing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of individuals that have the legal or professional obligation for the enforcement of the law. But instead they decide that you're going to have to go to jail. And then you're crazy for wanting your rights enforced, and you're crazy for not wanting to be raped. Now I know about the come to find out system, and it could be a terrifying experience. Incredible amount of fear. You get arrested for not being in a city where an alleged crime took place when you can show that you weren't there. I was on the bus that morning. I was in the library that evening. You email hundreds of thousands of persons that your rights have been raped. Your right to parent, your right to have your assets, your right to be able to have the laws enforced. Because those that raped you happen to be in the judiciary. They're a judge that just refuses to accept that they could have violated the laws of the United States. Now I'm sitting here on the street having documented that I wasn't in Sequim on December 31st, but they didn't remove the protection order. They didn't remove the dissolution of marriage. For whatever reason, those that have the authority of the law would prefer that I continue to be raped as a citizen of the United States. Now, is there the possibility that my body's being used in ways that I didn't want it to be used over the last 2 years? Did I actually suffer torture being arrested on January 4th when there was no jurisdiction for the arrest and I had informed law enforcement that my right to due process was being violated? Now, to be violated comes in all kinds of different types of situations. There's just the physical removal of the clothes of a person, touching their nose, spreading their legs, and raping them. Then there's arresting somebody without jurisdiction for a crime there's no possible way they could have committed, removing their clothes and then making sure you look at their asshole. I'm just starting to ask myself when my rights and the rights of my family is going to no longer be raped, victimized, feared, terrorized, and tortured, persecuted and prosecuted because of the crimes themselves that are